Also, guys, welcome back to Kerwin State High versus Emerald State High. I'm joining commentary by the director of Queensland State Skills Cup, Tyron Harvey. Tyron, first time in the com box, mate. No pressure?
Yeah, feeling a little bit of pressure. I liked it better when I was down there sticking to what I knew, but I can yarn, as everyone knows, so I think I'll be all right.
And here we go, Emerald out to the left-hand side here.
Unlucky there. They were starting to show a bit of promise there. Let's see what Kerwin has to offer pretty early on in the piece. Right, this is XLB, I believe. Another strong carry from him.
Good tackle there by the 7.
Players to watch, I believe.
The 7 there, Noah James, made an outstanding tackle around the legs. Goes to Watergo.
But it's good shape, good line. And he's proving hard to put down. All right, very close to the line here. All right, very good shape.
Cut out. Left to right.
A little bit too adventurous. Oh, that'll be a tough one for the ref to call. Oh, he's giving it to him again. 6 more. They will be very difficult to keep out after 2 sets on their line.
Goes to a 17 for Kerwin State High. Zachary Ross takes a hit up.
Right, here we go. XLB. Oh, no. Thought they were going to use him again. He might be lining up for the next one. Bit of shape out the back. Oh, 9 tries to go himself.
Dummy and go.
Pretty good effort there. They're doing well. Oh, yeah, they managed to keep him up. That's great line defence, especially deep into the second set on their own line. Great shape out wide. Ooh, unlucky.
Here you go, Emerald State High trying to work it at their own end here.
I've got to say they've done very, very well to repel them. So let's see if they can get themselves out of danger here by just putting a complete set together.
And obviously, you didn't tune into this morning's game. Kerwin very dominant over Rockhampton State Highs with a convincing win of 40-0. And obviously, yeah, you have to here to do a job against Emerald, who are going to be a lot tougher opposition.
Yeah. Sprinkled in through there is a couple of North Rocky boys. One there, Charlie Oberluder, who's just taken that carry. The boys are struggling to get out of their own end. Hopefully this one, get them a little bit further. They're going to need a big kick here.
Good contact there by the 3 from Kerwin State High, Therese Thomason.
Getting a bit more adventurous, trying to get out of their own end. But this is smothering defence from Kerwin.
Penalty, we needed that, Tyrone.
They definitely did need that. They definitely did. They can get a little bit of a breath, maybe slow it down a little bit, hopefully finds touch, because they definitely needed that to get out of their own end. He has found touch, but not many metres gained. Hopefully they can start to build a bit of pressure here. They're going to need to go better than 1 out, though, I think, against this Kerwin side. They are pretty sharp through the middle.
The 10 here for Emerald State High, Tyron, he's taken a lot of carries, Campbell.
He is a bit of a workhorse. He did very well against us in our game against Emerald as well. He's done a mountain of work today, an absolute mountain of work.
Out the back to a North Rocky player filling in for Emerald State High, Nate Carlson.
Nate Carlson, he's had a fair few years out of footy, but he's in his final years having a crack. And Charlie Oberluder as well from North Rocky, who's had a fair bit of time out of the game with a knee injury. A bit unlucky there. This defence is proving very difficult to get through, and as they say, good defence is a good attack, because now they get the ball in striking opportunity again. Let's see what Kerwin have with a bit more spacing between the defenders. They're going to be hard to stop here. I can't tell if these outside backs are forwards who are playing in the backs, or they're just really big outside backs, so we'll see what goes on here. Oh, yep, number 12. Oh, pushed it a little bit too much. Here we go.
After the races, we got the number 6.
And the second row, who's tracking him down. He's quite the fast second row.
For Emerald State.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, what a turn of events. Bounce of a ball. Bounce of a ball.
Against the run of play, Emerald State High. 4-0 against Kerwin State High. Kick to come.
I'll tell you what, given the first couple of minutes, probably wouldn't have put money on Emerald State scoring first, but I tell you what, they had an opportunity and they took it. Very well done, and he's done very well to shake off that extremely fast second rower. And the winger, I believe, Naldo, who, from what I can tell so far today, is absolute jet. So he made up a lot of ground and nearly did get to him in time.
There's the wheels by Ace Smith there. Just picked up the loose ball. 60 metres, try time. Be happy with that one. Good thing is, Tiny will be on the live stream later tonight, showing all these boys about his run.
Yeah, I would be too. And we've got Kratzy to try and turn it into 6 points here.
So Matthew Kratz does let the rest of the boys know at North Rocky, another fill-in player that's been loaned over. Yep. Strikes it, and probably doesn't want that on the live stream, that one.
Not his best one, but lucky I didn't get a chance to speak there. He's generally pretty good kicker. He's actually won a few games with his boot, but not that one. A bit too much fatigue from defending, I think. But I'm sure there'll be other opportunities for him to go again. Let's see what happens here. They're going to need to have a big set here and get to their kick, I think. Emerald, there's going to be a few damaged bodies in this heat. I ran water this morning and, it's ruined me for the day. So these boys are going to be struggling. Oh, he's kicked. Kratzy swallowed it. The front row. Here we go. Number 23. Oh, number Seth Williams. Good carry. Here we go. Aiden. Another North Rocky boy filling in.
I dare say Coach Buckland for Kerwin State High, I just probably want Kerwin to be just real disciplined this set. And obviously get to the defend the whole 5-6 tackles outside, then obviously work from there.
Yep. Well, with their line speed, I think they're aware that defence is what is going to keep them in the game. Good shift here. They're a bit more aware of it this time. That's good. They probably need to move these Kerwin boys around who have had the lion's share of the pill. Yeah, and again, Charlie, two in a row.
Ben comes out to make tackle, gets dragged off.
Heat is starting to take its toll on both teams here.
Fifth
All right, it's got to the kick. That's good for Emerald. They're going to need a good chase here because this second row playing fullback looks the goods to do some damage.
Yeah, this was Keys Anderson from the first game. Keen goal kick as well, Tyron. He and a strong ball carry as well.
Yeah, and I believe he's got a little bit of an offload as well. So, a bit of a quadruple threat here. There's Naldo again trying to get himself into the game. And this is a good carry from the bench forward, Denzel Pryor. And another good carry. I haven't caught that number, but that was a good carry. Here we go. I'd be looking for number 12. He'd be very hard to stop from there. Try time.
Anderson crosses over. We've got 4-4. Kerwin State High against Emerald State High. Kick to come.
Yep, Keys Anderson. So Kerwin very blessed to have a depth of players where you can play your second row at fullback. So I think possession's going to be key here. Emerald probably need to spend a bit more time down the other end. 80-metre tries don't come very often, so they're going to need to spend a bit of time down there and build a bit of pressure with Kerwin. But I tell you what, I do have to give credit to Emerald's defence so far. They've spent a lot of their defence parked up on their own line, which is very hard to do in schoolboy football. So credit to them after playing a game already today and having a defeat there, so they've had to get themselves up and really rip in at the start of this game.
I guess it's also credit to Emerald State High. Like Kerwin, they are one of the powerhouse teams in the competition, but also statewide.
Absolutely.
Regardless of what team it is, first, seconds, the talent they produce up in Kerwin is absolutely phenomenal. And we're extremely grateful for them making this appearance as 2025 inaugural Queensland State Schools Cup. So huge thanks goes to the Kerwin and obviously that community up in far north Queensland.
And they are very busy. They've had the state finals that they were just in with their boys and girls, so they would have had plenty of staff and crew down for that, but they still prioritise coming here. So, yes, we are very, very thankful that they made the journey. And obviously they brought a lot of talent with them, which is great to see. That's what we want to see.
And while we were off topic, I guess, talking about Kerwin, the kick was unsuccessful by Keys Anderson there, so 4-all. Emerald taking their time the halfway, you could probably say, sucking in the big ones.
Yep, they probably need it. Their bench is a little bit shorter than that of Kerwin, so they're playing it smart here. As long as when that kick goes, that they re-engage and get their energy back. Let's see how they go. A big defensive set here could really swing things for Emerald State. But there is a lot of firepower in this Kerwin side. And they do like a back fence. So let's see. It's gone deep. Kick is great. Kick. Great kick.
Straight to Exelby.
This is Exelby, the man to watch. And we can see why. Very tough carry. Bit of late footwork at the line, which is great too. Quick play the ball. And we're down the short side. Playing fast and loose. They've done well there. Slow it down early in the set. But here we go. Here's the spread. They do like to have a crack early here and try and get it in Aldo's hands. He is a lightning. Here we go. Fullback. Oh, they've done very well. Very, very well. I think that was the 7 and the 1 coming together to make that tackle. That was not easy to make. Bit of fatigue in the middle. Too much spacing.
And the 4 goes over. That's Rocky Jensen there. Just to the left of the post. Take it to 8-4. Kerwin State High.
All right, so that's more of what we saw from Kerwin this morning. They like to take it to an edge with a couple of their big boppers and spread early, because if you got wingers like Naldo up on that left side, why wouldn't you? Here we go.
He is quick, the boy. I think that's probably 3 or 4 tries already in this carnival. We've only played, this is his second game.
One and a half games.
What are we in? Yeah, 1.5 games. He's done very well.
And his centre, Rocky Jensen. Is that who you're talking about, or are we talking about Naldo?
I was talking about Naldo, but talking about Naldo, he's actually coming for a sub here, saving his legs for the harder game tomorrow against North Rocky State High.
Hopefully we can put up a good fight, and we'll be watching old Naldo, because he's got speed to burn. And I'd say if I was Rocky, I'd be a pretty happy man, Rocky Jensen, because when the ball comes out that edge, a lot of people are watching his mate Naldo, which I reckon would free up a bit of space for Rocky Jensen, or even after a good run like that, coming off the back of it, like we saw in that try there, would be pretty good. So nice little combination out there, and I saw earlier this morning Rocky with some nice little touches to try and get Naldo into space, so I think he's got a bit of ball playing ability out wide there. So good little combo they have on that left edge.
And conversion successful by Anderson. 10-4.
All right, it's got to be a big set here from Emerald defensively. They did pretty well last time, but a bit of a piggyback and up the field hurt them. Let's see if they can go a little bit better this time and try and trap Kerwin in their own half for a little bit. They'd be hoping for an error here, but Kerwin look pretty slick with the ball. They are a pretty high percentage team.
Just been a while since Emerald State High have been on their try line, hasn't it? Well, except for one really intercept off a drop ball. Just haven't been down this end yet.
Yeah, which is, as I said earlier, it's tough to do. And X will be again with another strong carry. He loves it.
Back fence, He just loves it.
I think he came from the sports club in that one. Here we go. Here we go.
Hit and spin.
Exactly the same spec as before. Oh, he's got a bit too adventurous with that one.
Zachary Ross was lining up there for a massive run. Just coughed it up at the wrong moment.
And it looked like a carbon copy of their set from the last kick, XLB, and then number 17, Zachary Ross. And then I was waiting for the big swing left out to Naldo's edge. Although he's not out there anymore. I'm not sure who we've got as the replacement, but here we go. Morrison taking a very good carry. Lots of post-contact meters. That's good. All right, being worked over on the ground a little bit. All right, let's see this right edge. don't have too many
7
numbers, but
with the
great
footwork.
feet, great feet. Let's see if he can do it again. Oh, nearly.
Noah James with the lightning footwork there gets Emerald State High 3 metres out from the Kerwin line.
Front rower making a large stitch tackle. Here we go. Let's see if they can turn this into points. They haven't been down here very often, so there might be a little bit of hesitation, but here we go.
Goes to Matthew. Fifth and last. Probably need to get rid of it. Takes the tackle. They'll be happy with that, but they're down this end.
That's all right. Only a couple of minutes to go if they put in a big set here and hope for another Kerwin error. Okay. I think they could be looking pretty good. Even if they can manage to get to the kick, this fullback is pretty handy from Emerald State School, Marshall Bean. I reckon he'll carry the ball back quite well if they can manage to defend this out. They're doing pretty well so far. Here we go. The front rower, Dean Williams, with a great carry. Found his front. Quick play the ball. Nice. Here we go with the shift. Yet a big lock. Ball playing, but Charlie Oberluder read it like a newspaper. Good read there. All right, nice kick. Kicked into space. Let's see what Bean can do. He's picked it up well. Very tough one to take, but he's done well with it. Now they just need to get through this set. The outside backs are going to have to come in and take some carries because these forwards have done a mountain of work through the middle. Here we go. That's exactly what they need. You can see a few hands on hips in the middle there.
Strong tackle there by the forward, Rocky Jensen for Kerwin State High, and he even goes again from marker.
He's
Slips
keen
off.
Keen as. I've always said about Charlie, he is a man that you just always think he's tackled, but he fights very hard in the tackle, and he's done that again and shown. Here we go. Nice spread. Good feet. Good feet. Read it quite well. That was number 18. Satani Maffey. I hope I've got that right. Good kick. Might find grass. Yep, it's found grass. Here we go.
Up to the 22 here from Kerwin, Christopher Fletcher.
He's had a crack there, ran straight and hard. That was a pretty good couple of sets from Emerald here. They're working their way back into the game with their defence, which is what Kerwin did earlier on in this half.
2 minutes to go. We're hoping Emerald State High can hang on here. What do you reckon, Harvey?
There's a fair bit of fatigue in the middle, and these quick play the balls are killing them. I think unless there's an error, it might turn into another Kerwin try, although they've gotten through most of this set. If they can get through this one, this bit discombobulated here. Great tackle there from number 11. Ben Weston, he's actually a North Rocky kid as well. He's done well. Nice low tackle that definitely needed to be made. Winger doesn't want to bar this. The big fella's got up. He wants to make up for his error. I think it looked a little bit suspect. He's going to ask the touchy here. And whether he was actually held, whether it was someone still connected to him, I don't know. I don't think that's the problem. But here we go. Yep, pointed to the spot. Number 17, Zachary Ross. He's had a bit of joy down this right edge, Zachary. And it's converted into some points and a nice little stat for him.
So Kerwin probably going to head into the halftime break. 14-4 to kick to come. If you're the Emerald State High School coach, Harvey, what are you saying at halftime?
I think what we've been talking about so far, they need to just focus on their defence. When they've done that right, they've gotten ball in better position, and they look pretty threatening near the line. I think they need a bit more time near the line so they can get their ducks in a row. They looked a little bit out of place because I think it was their first visit there, so they were trying to figure out what's going on. And I mean, look, it's hard. It's hard for Emerald because they got a lot of players from another team, so they don't have the combinations that Kerwin do, and you got players playing out of position, and it's going to be hard near the line. But if they can communicate really well, so that would probably be another one that I'd say. Communication and get your way back into the game defensively, not with your attack. I think that needs to come afterwards.
And as Anderson comes in the strike, Hooter goes in the background.
Yep, nailed it. Got his sights on that one.
So half time here against Kerwin State High against Emerald State High is 16-4. We'll be back to you right after half time.
Tomorrow, less will be more. We will measure success not by what we collect, but the lightness of our footprints. Queensland has an abundance of world-class natural resources. And at CleanCo, we are taking full advantage of these renewable resources to power our hydro, wind and solar energy generating assets. We are leading the way in sustainable energy production and supply. We are delivering clean energy solutions to help Queensland's industries and communities thrive in a net zero future. Our foundation is solid, and working with our partners, we are building the generation portfolio of the future. We are supporting local supply chains and bringing a pipeline of jobs and economic prosperity to the regions. We are creating more competition, more tailored solutions, and propelling Queensland towards net zero. We are not waiting for tomorrow, we are creating it today. At CleanCo, our vision is clear. It is a clean energy future crafted in Queensland.
Into the arms of Farnworth. Herbie! Oh, what a shot, Bostock. Katoa, held beautifully. Oh, that is just brilliant. Kicking for Bostock. What a try, Jack Bostock. The crowd wants him to take off. He does take off. Just sit back and enjoy this wonderful sight.
Squadron Energy is building a better, cleaner energy future for Australia. Because we are 100% Australian owned, we understand the importance of connecting and listening, giving back, delivering local job opportunities and supporting what matters, our local community. Squadron Energy is powering up Australia, creating innovative partnerships from the farm gate to the playground and the main street. Squadron Energy, delivering energy for good.
North Rocky has always had a proud history of being successful in rugby league. At North Rocky, we're super excited about this program because it's going to provide an elite pathway for our top kids. If you're a part of this academy, you get to work with Trent Hodgkinson, who is an ex-NRL player and has tons of experience playing the game at the highest level and at state of origin level.
With my experience, I get to teach them a few things that I learned over the years. It's very important to make sure you're doing the right things at school and you're turning up on time and you've got the right attitude and the respect for others. So that's the important thing about this academy. It's not just about rugby league on the field, it's about being a good person off it.
It's not just about winning games and being the best, but it's about creating a school with kids who are going to be positive contributions to the community. With this program, we hope to ensure that our students aren't missing out on any opportunities within rugby league, and whatever direction they want to go with their rugby league, we can provide that for them. Get me up here.
No, here we are for the second half of the Kerwin State High versus Emerald State High, with Kerwin taking a lead of 16-4 into the second half.
I've got to say, it has been a tremendous effort from Emerald, given how much defence they did on their own line. And I said it a lot, but I think it's very commendable. So let's see if they can get a bit more field position this half.
There we go. Start the second half. Emerald
popped it right into the centre there, which found some grass and a good bounce. But it is Cooper James who's picked it up and had a nice little carry there. So Cooper is a under-17s Black Hawk. Good play the ball there from Dean Williams, getting a bit worked over. All right. And the tackler there has done well to push him onto his back. I can't see the number.
Comes short side. What a go, the half.
Oh, here we go. That is a great line. That is an absolute pearl line from Maffey. And here we go again.
Rocky Jensen, I believe.
Rocky Jensen just picking up the scraps. This left edge, he is having an absolute day today. Here we go on the replay. Great line. And that he's done well. I believe flick pass. Jensen there. Johnny on the spot. And try time.
Good effort by the fullback there from Emerald State High. Marshall Bean to try and make that tackle. Just
yeah.
that offloads are killing them.
On a big rangy body. Not an easy tackle to make. And he had some feet on him too, so he's done very, very well there. I believe it looks like they may have baited Emerald in the first half with that hitting the edge and then spreading. Now, when they're looking infield, they are sneaking down that short side. So they've made it a case where Emerald won't know if they're going to go open or short. So they're going to have to be on their toes. And markers are going to have to be not there for a break and be working hard. All right, number 12, Keys Anderson, gets the conversion to make it 22 to 4.
22, I believe.
Yep, there it goes.
22 to 4. Referee's counting numbers here. Might have had 14 on the field and they still scored. I think they're all good.
2. Yeah. They're correct now. Taking their time trying to get a bit of gas back in the lungs.
I wonder if Emerald are looking for the short kick here. Still some time to go, but.
Way he's set up looks, yep. Oh, he's just gone for the wobbly one near the line, which is, unlucky.
Out on the full.
It's one of those things, hey, you're trying to play your team back in the game, and if it pulls off, you're an absolute hero, and it works really well. But if it goes bad, you just put yourself under more pressure. But he had a good crack at it. It was wobbly, which is exactly what you want, but just a little bit too full. Here we go.
Comes out of 13. Cooper James, nice strong run.
Oh,
penalty.
Very blatant. Bit of frustration, bit of fatigue setting in there. Looking for something that'll turn the game. But as I said before, sometimes those things can make it compound the issue. Good tackle there. Turned him on his back. But an experienced player rolled his way back to his front. Good hard line there from 17, Zachary Ross. Not happy with the extra work. Nice little short ball. He's going to burrow his way through like a rugby union prop.
Chilp, I don't think he was actually expecting to get that one.
Well, he did very well with what he got. Life gives you lemons. Score a try. Now, we'll see who that is with the headgear I believe, was it? I'm going to have to wait for a number. Number 16, James Ford. I don't envy the poor boys having to try and tackle him. He got very low, which makes it a whole lot harder, and had some very good leg drive. And a bit of footwork, actually, at the start too. So, got him flat-footed with a bit of footwork and then put his head down and went for it. Now, have we got a new kicker here? Or is it Keys?
No, I think it's the same one.
Yep, I believe it is, sorry. A little bit further away this time, so... And the conversion is successful by Anderson. Score now at 28-4. I think all this defence is really starting to take its toll on Emerald. They need to get a bit of pill in hand, or at least complete a defensive set.
Slow to halfway here, Emerald. We've got, what do we got left? 14 minutes.
And look, at this stage, as I said, with the limited bench that they have, they've just got to do little things like this. But as long as when that ball gets kicked, they ramp it back up again. If you get in the habit of slowing things down and you don't transition, then that's when it becomes very dangerous. Great kick here. Great kick, wobbly one, but I believe it is Ross has picked it up cleanly, and he's off and going.
Through.
And some great leg drive there. Awesome meters. Good post contact. Nice little pill, getting wide, trying to hit the edge of that ruck.
Good strong run.
That is a good strong run. He's found his front too. I think that's a big part of their game. Oh, yep. Ref has let it
Happy
go.
with that one?
Yep.
What a go.
Here we go.
This is fine.
Here we
What a
go.
go finds Jensen.
He won't be too happy with that. I think that's the first time he's been tackled today, Jensen. Every other touch has led to a try. And a very short side there.
Not bad by the 18.
Maffey. Might be Marfy. I apologise if I've got that wrong.
Goes to the
Here we
18,
go.
Williams.
Oh, got some feet on him. Some feet. A big don't argue.
Under the sticks.
Hard to stop from there. Hard to stop from there. Speed, feet, size, strength. No seats on the bus, sorry. Very strong run there by the prop forward, Dean Williams. Let's have a look at that again. Here we go. Bang off the right foot. Palm with the left hand. Picks up speed again, sorry. And then here we go. Bang. Straight through. Gave him the front rower sidestep. Straight and hard.
Should be able to throw this one over Anderson.
You would think so, especially with those pendulums that he has for legs. A nice little tap should send it into maybe on the roof of the Rocky Sports Club. We might have to go grab another footy after this kick, I think. 1-8 short run up. Just going to tap it over potentially. Yep, very easy done.
Little nudge. That takes it 34-4 to Kerwin State High.
All right, Emil needs something here because 10 minutes can feel like an eternity if you're defending backwards and doing it on your own line. So let's see what they can do here. They probably need a rally. They need to get through a set and get some ball back in their hands. Let's see if he can get a bit more joy with this kick. He's He's bamboozled them a couple of times, but it hasn't turned into a turnover. But, that's a good one. He sliced it like my golf shot.
Straight into the sun.
Yep, he's a smart man, this kicker. Is that the 7? Yeah, Noah James. Emerald Brothers under-17s captain and back-to-back champs for 24 and 2025.
Back-to-back, not bad.
Yeah, it's hard to go back-to-back. Here we go, blindside raid. Is that...
Six, that's our
is that
man,
him?
I think.
Is that our man, Naldo?
I think it is.
He's been swarmed, but oh my God, footwork still going. Can and will finish. Is that a cramp? Possibly. It is very warm out there. Very, very warm.
Nice cut out there by the 6 for Kerwin State High. Braden McBride.
Just injected himself. So we're sort of lurking behind the ruck. Saw the mismatch. Knows his man can turn a game and has absolute wheels.
And Naldo enjoying himself. Probably smiling. What is he, 40 metres out the whole way down?
Yep.
Good on him.
He's had a fair bit of joy today. Oh, he's still down. That is
Get in
some
the pickle
cramp.
juice.
Pickle juice. Oh, mate's putting a fair bit of pressure on that foot, but it wants to straighten out. Oh, no, I thought that was pickle juice coming. It was a referee. Oh, here we go. This must be the pickle juice here. Surely they would put the Ferrari back in the garage now that it's blown a tyre and give him a bit of a breather.
Well, he might be still laying down the end of the field this whole game.
He could be. That foot is not wanting to, that calf, I imagine, is not wanting to loosen.
So we've got a new kicker here, and that was straight over the black dog.
No, I think it's him again. I'm telling you, from far.
Not seeing the sun.
Yeah, I believe it is him again. He's got a little bit of strapping on his knee there. Keys Anderson. He missed one earlier on, but he has slotted them since.
Made up since.
Absolutely. Going up in 6s here, Kerwin. And Naldo is still... Oh, the leg is down. We've had progress. So they've obviously loosened it up. But he's struggling a fair portion, and they've had him replaced. I believe he's earned his keep. He scored 1,000 tries today. I'm sure there'll be plenty more over the next 2 days, so they need to look after him. All right, what will the boys try this time? He's nearly had some joy on these kicks. I think he might be lining up to go the other way.
Switching sides
I like it. I like it. Hey, he's a smart footy player, so I reckon he's thought about this. So doesn't just do things willy-nilly.
So man Naldo's off the back. He's being replaced.
Yeah, he's not looking good. Kerwin are a pretty professional outfit, so I reckon they'd have him in the compression leg things tonight, maybe an ice bath. As we said earlier, a bit of pickle juice. And here we go. Off the back fence. Yes. Get out of my way. Good post contact meters. Found his front. He's up. Quick play the ball. That is a great carry. And here we go with the 13, I believe, Cooper James. They are rolling here. They're going to have to... There needs to be a big tackle. Oh,
back to
nice.
Williams.
He spun, looking for an offload. Oh,
He is strong, that Dean Williams.
he loves it. Oh, he's back. He's in the space again and again. The feet, the fend. Taken down. Great effort there. Can't see the tackler. They're going to shift this.
What a go.
Here we go. What a go. Oh, feet. Here we go. The big fella puts his head down. Oh, that is a great tackle there. Have they stopped him? No. Referee lines himself up, points to the spot, and that is another try. So the fronties getting some joy here today. Through the front door. But this is from Watago's feet. Bang, back on the inside, always backing up. I tell you what, they did a fair effort there. 2 North Rocky boys having a dig for the Emerald side there, trying to save that try, but to no avail.
Little scare early for Kerwin, I guess you could probably say. Tyron with that 4-0 pretty much 5 minutes in, and ever since then it's been one-way traffic.
Yeah, look, as I said, they're a pretty professional outfit. You're pretty blessed when David Fayumu is running your water. A guy who's played in the NRL and now is coaching the Cowboys women's NRL side. So he knows what he's doing. Oh, and Capra's coach back in the day. So, yeah, I reckon they're going to be a pretty smart outfit. They'll identify issues quickly and they will sort them out quite professionally. And as we can see, a little lapse. And I mean, it was just a bounce of the ball, but it's been all Kerwin's way in this second half. You could see that they were maybe just smart enough to build some pressure, build some fatigue in the other team, and now they are going to work. So 4 minutes left. I'm hoping for a little bit of momentum swing for Emerald, get them back in the game, because they have been very tough given the role of the Kerwin side so far today.
So Ben goes to kick off. We're going straight
up the hey diddle diddle. Here we go. And off the back fence. He's one of them. Oh, what a carry.
It's a big run.
What a carry. I don't even know if he's a forward. He just said, give me a truck. And here we go. The big fella looking for an offload. Consolidated. Took it back in and said, boys, I'll set you up. See what you can do. Here we go. XLB playing. What to go. There's some space there. Here we go. Oh, no. That's pulled it up. Here we go. Now, this is Emerald's opportunity. They have to finish this set. If they give up cheap ball, it's going to be another tough 3 or so minutes for them. They need to hold on to this pill. But there is some fatigued bodies out there, so it's going to be hard to hold on to.
And Tyron, you've got the last time slot for day one today. Who are you coming up against?
We are coming up against Yeppoon State High, who had a fair bit of joy in their first game against Rocky High, a little local battle, and they'll be going into another local battle with us. Last time we played them, it went into extra time. So I think it'll be a good one.
Nice.
Yeah, so we just need to play simple footy and hold the pill, I think.
So stay tuned this afternoon.
Yeah.
Big game.
Hopefully we can jag a win there and set ourselves up good for the first day with 2 on the trot.
And obviously the whole reason you wanted to commentate this game is you get a good close eye on Kerwin, and you play them tomorrow in the I guess the twilight game, the 5 p.m. time slot.
Yeah. We're obviously, we're here to go deep into this carnival and have a crack. So we're interested to see what they've got. And look, it's tough because they've got threats everywhere. Let's face it. Their forwards are breaking through the middle, stepping fullbacks, and they got second rowers playing fullback as well. So. Threats all over the park. We're going to have to be playing our very best footy if we want to knock off this Kerwin side. I make no mistakes in saying that. And look at this. It's a beehive. It's a beehive, this Kerwin side. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. They are everywhere. Reminds me of Queensland when we had all those people knocked out and there were just players playing everywhere. No one had a position. They are just absolutely toying with them here.
McBride.
Look at this. Great run. He's covered in spiders. Any sides on here? Yep, they're going wide. They're going to have a crack. The big fella, he'll be hard to stop. Oh, done very well. Charlie Oberluder down low, and I believe it was Ben Weston. But they come out to the side here. And
quick hands.
Yep. Rocky Jensen, he can score them. He can also set them up. I believe that was him with the last touch there. Yep, he's just showing his mates what he did there in the replay. We might see him say, yep, I just flicked it like this, boys. That was good. All right.
Here we go. So kick to Carmet. 50-4 currently. We've kicked the calm. Been a valiant effort by Emerald State High, but
It has been.
the class and the power of just Kerwin just over the top
Yeah.
pretty much 10 minutes into the first half, especially in one way, and credit to them.
Since their first one, it's been all Kerwin's way. But I've got to say, I think that first 10 minutes really put a dent in Emerald. They had to do a lot of line defence there, and it was just too much for them to hold on to. I also think Emerald have thought about the long term, and a couple of their key forwards have been rested in this second half. I think that probably made a big difference. Not having their lockout there, and their front rower Unga, and who was the lock? I think their other man to watch it. So I'm just struggling to find him there. But anyway, that is full time. It is Kerwin 50, Emerald 4. Tough day at the office for Emerald, and Kerwin looking very good. Tough to beat.
But that was it, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember, you were watching the 2025 Rockhampton Leagues Club Queensland State Skills Cup, proudly brought to you by our bronze sponsors, Hilcher Signs, Tanza Auto Care, Pack Plus Wholesalers, CQ University, and our silver sponsors, the Rocky Sports Club, High Risk Solutions, and Inferno Sports. Thank you to our wonderful gold sponsors, Bidical Training, Dolphins NRL, Squadron Energy, Lexa Turf, Huntley's Heavy Equipment, and Cleanco Queensland. And of course, we wouldn't be here without them, our platinum naming rights sponsor, the Rockhampton Leagues Club. Cheers, guys.